Hey and welcome. In this section, we will build zoo app that show you list of the animals that available in the zoo and the name of the animal, some description about it. When you click on the animal, he give you details about that animals. So you will learn a lot in this section. You will learn how to use ListView, then how to load different tickets inside that ListView, then how to go from one activity to other activity and moving data, and many things about ListView. So let's get started step by step. Hey and welcome. Let's get started step by step to build our application. So to get started, first of all, I will get a new folder. I will name it Zoo App. Okay. And what I will do is just going to the startup, copy it and paste it here. You know why? We need a project already have a setting to use Kotlin, so just empty project doesn't have anything. So opening Android Studio, and I will go to open exist project, then desktop, then from desktop I will go to Android Kotlin, Android, then I have to see something like Zoo app, and here I am. Click open. It will take some time until he will open the project for me. Here you go. You may see this message. Just click update, because they update always a new version. New version will be added. So just click update, so he will update the bundle and everything to use the new version of the tools that use it by Android Studio. So waiting for some time, he say, hey, this is maybe need fixed. Okay, fix it and boom. Otherwise, you may get these error messages when you create a new project. Just try whenever you see like this messages, click on them, so he will fix that message for you and he'll not keep anything else. So yes, I think everything now is fine. So what I will do is this, just go here, change the application name to com.array.zoo app. Then when you're done, just go to the bulb, then clean a project, so I will clean everything for you, nothing else. Then you click rebuild again or whatever. If you was able to load, you are good. If not, you say, hey, you say fix Gradle wrapper and re-import the project setting. So if you just click on it again, what I would see, otherwise you would may see these messages. So as I told you, when you see these messages, just click on them. He will try to figure out what's the problem and he will fix it for you. Okay, now everything sounds fine. I think I'm good to go. So what I will do is just this. Go here and resource and drawable and try to add images. If you don't see drawable folder here, what you have to do, just click right here and you click new Android directory, then look for something like drawable. So where is it? Here is it. Then click add. If you see it, you'll okay. If you don't see this folder, just add it. So what I will do is this. I will go here to the GitHub. So you will see this. I have Android at Kotlin, Android. You have folder name it assets, and asset you have a folder name is Zoo app. So this images, just copy them, Control C, come here, then click Control V, add all images. So this is the images that I will use them in my app. So yes, this is first step. The second step, I want to display all the animals as a list. So how I do that? The process is really straightforward. So then this video we are mostly will focus on how to use ListView. So how to display element as a list. You know that you will have an animal picture, name, some description about it. Then you will see next animal picture, name, and some description about it, and you continue next animal, name, description about it. If you see, you have a list of things, and these things are repeated row by row. So this row, then this row, and continue. So how you fix this problem? Because these are same, you say, okay, I will design a specific XML that handle this part. I will add this XML here. Then I will add ListView, and every time I will import that XML for every animal. Okay, we'll go through it step by step. First of all, let me just drop a ListView. So if I just go to the look here for ListView, here is it. Then just drag it, drop it. Okay, So you see it full screen. You could pin it from all the places, from this side, all the places. If you don't like the way of pin, I like to do this thing because the pin is not something I'm interested in on here. So wait a second. What I will do, just remove the list view. This is a constraint layout. Change it to linear layout. So I will change it to linear. You know what we mean by linear. So the element will be linear inside it. So then this one, whatever type of linear you would decide, that's totally fine. Vertical, horizontal, because I have only one element. Then what I will do, I will add the list view inside it. What he will do, he will show up the list view full the screen. That is good. This is first part for me. The second part, we said we need to display a ticket inside this list view, and this ticket should be repeated every time. So what I will do, just design a ticket. So okay, I will just go here and click new external source directory, and I could name it mul underscore ticket. Okay, because I could use linear layout, whatever, that's totally fine. And bam, I'm done. So this is my linear layout. So what I want to do, I want to supply a picture for the animal. So you will have to look for image view, okay, to show the image for the picture for the animal. That is good. So just add it here. Bam, he asking about which picture. Let me by default select the baboon one. Yes, he show me as in this way. And what I want to show also, I need to show some text field. I could just remove this part. Label about this label about the name, and the other label about some description. So let's suppose this label should have a value just as an example ticket. Name it just remove x b bag. Oh, just x bag. Then name this one bone. Okay. Whatever you want to give a description. Babon lives in whatever zoo with different kinds of animals. Whatever, just specific description about this animal. So what you see is this. You see 3 objects. This one I needed to change something about the text of it. So going back here to the text size. Would you prefer to change it to 24 if you like it? Yes, 24 I would say it's good. If you want to change the bold, I would prefer to have it as a bold. This one will be normal. So how he show these 3 under another? He show us first this one, picture, then this one, the name, then some description. This happened because we add them in the specific linear layout type of vertical. Vertical mean one under another. He will add the object one under another. Vertical. First, second, third. If I say no, I want this element, just go back, to be displayed as horizontal. What he will do, he will show us one beside another. But he wasn't able to show us everything because this one was holding all the screen. If I change the width to only wrap content, you will see the second one here. Okay? If I change also this one to the wrap content, you will see the third one here. If you see, because the layout is horizontal, he display first, second, third, one beside another. Okay, what I want to do is this. This one, I want to show it in this place, that's totally fine. But these two, I want to show the name here and the description under it. So how I do that? Okay, this one will be keeping this place, but these both should be go inside another type of layout. So I will go here, layout, and I will select these, okay, and add it here, which is vertical, and I just move these both to the vertical, and let you see what is going on. Okay, cool. What I did here, I said, okay, I have layout, which is this layout, okay, we'll take all the screen. It should be considered as horizontal. That means that this layout will have 2 elements, this image and this image, this one. If you see this let me change both to the wrap content width and height. Match parent I don't like it because you will match all the screen. Wrap content mean equal the image size. So make it wrap content for width and height just for now. And this one also change it to the wrap content. So I don't want him to take much more the real one as a height, so he will show me the ticket in this size. That's cool until now. What he did, because I told him horizontal, that means any object going inside this one will be horizontal. So he will add this one beside another. So he showed me this first object, which is this image, and this the second object, which is what? Which is this linear layout. But this linear layout is considered as a vertical, so it have two elements inside them. Because two element vertical, so he will add one, then the second. That means this one, if we talk about only this one, and he considered as a vertical, so the first element will go first line and second element second line. So how we design, see it. So this one, I want to play a little bit with it. I don't want him to take over screen as a height. I want it to be wrap content, like equal to the content of the object. Okay, and that is. So let me just play with this. I would say, okay, the image, I want it to be 100 pt. If you see it 100, let me check it 50 pt. Okay, by 50 pt, just stable size. I don't want to change the size, just 50 by 50. If you see this one, I just see the very near to the UI. I just look for something in the properties for, I will look for padding. Padding mean how much the object will be far away from its content. So if I select this one, I give it 10 pixel padding, so all this content will get 10 from all the sides. I will tell you what. If I say, hey, I want him to get, for example, 5 pt. Okay, pt is like measure unit. So if you see, he took off 5 from here, 5 from here, 5 from here, 5 from here, because I said from all the sides. I didn't define specific place. I say all the sides I want him to take 5 pt. So he left 5 pt from all the places, which is amazing. So see, okay, let me go just play with this one by design specific UI for us in a drawable and try to use that UI. So going back here to the drawable, I will select background name for this one and bam, created. So I will select item, and this item, whatever, have a ship. This ship that we suppose to have salt color. Yeah, okay, so salt color. I give it color with let me just give it this one for now. I will add more colors in seconds. Okay, this color was he added, but if I just go to that file, which colors file, I will add 2 more colors. So the first color I will add it, which should be white one. You know the white should be hash f, I think f, hopefully. Okay, and I add a new color, which is a gray. This color should be D5, D4, D4. Hopefully that one. Yes, D5, D4, D4. I think again D4. Hopefully yes. This was the color that I wanted. So I have white and gray. So okay. Going back to the background, I say okay, I need the background should be white. That is cool. And I want to take some corner. Okay, the radius, let me give it 10 pt. So sound nice to me, this background. That's cool. So now I go back to this ticket. I say, hey, this ticket, I want him, if you see this ticket, I want him as a linear layer, take background. I want him to take from drawable. I want him to take the background. So drawable, drawable / background. Okay, you didn't see anything because all the objects you give it the design for this one, which doesn't make any sense. So this is horizontal. What I will do is this: go here, and if you see here, I have something horizontal. Take it and add it inside this one as a child, and move all this content to be a child for it. So wait, just Control Z. I did a mistake. I have this child and this child. These both, I want them to go and add a child for this one. That is good. So this one need to be app, first one, then that one, second one. That is good. We will go step by step to fix this part. Now, what I will do is this. Go here. What I have, this one, which the main part, he take background, I will take this background and move it to this layout, okay? And this one, I will give it background from the color. I say, hey, add color.gray. I give it a gray background. See how is it? Look at, that's good. So now you understand what I did now. I just said, hey, this should be the main part, would have a gray, and this is the ticket. I give it this one. And if you see, he just have two. He have this image and he have this part. You know what the problem now? The problem for sure in the sizing. So because this one taking width as a match parent, so you have to just change it to the wrap content, and I think you will be okay. So going here, I don't know why this part is doing it this way, but wrap content will always give space for the second one. So this one should be 50 pt. Okay, if you just increase it, this one to 100 and this one to 100, you should, I just want to show you how we design. It's too much. 50 I think will be better for us to manage this one. Okay, wait a second. Okay, 50 sound good, but here this one take a width as a wrap content, hi, I don't care, match parent, whatever. This one have two kits, this one and this one, which is cool. And this MG view, you see the corner is too much, taking from the corner as a 10 pt, make it as 3 pt, which is like little bit maybe accepted, people could take it over. Yes, 3 pt sound for me little bit better than, yes, so it's sound for me it is better. Just show you better in the animals. If you see, this is all these as trying to match the ends, so it's better to go here and try to add some padding. You say, okay, I need to add paddings from other place. Top, I need a 3, whatever, right, give it a 3. Just try to make a left 3, try to left space or bottom, give it a 3. The idea of using this one, I try to avoid making the object touch the ends, so now the object doesn't touch the ends. So yes, I think I'm okay now. Yes, everything sounds for me okay. If you want to say, hey, this one 15 is too less, make it like 17 by 17, you are totally fine. You could do whatever thing you see it is okay. If you say no, 17 is too much, I want it 15 by 15, keep it 15 by 15. There is no problem. We just design a UI. So yes, for now I think everything for the design for the ticket I designed it right. I have this one, I just give it also the background for this one. I say, hey, background should be in this one. You say, hey, Android background, give it the gray one, so color gray, and they give the color gray also for this list view, so I will not have any problem. Let me just give IDs for these, so when I go to the next video I have everything. So this one should be text view list in a mall, okay, and this ID for this one, let me just give IDs for this object. This one I give it mgview name, and sorry, mgview name, yes, this one text view name, sorry, this one should be text view name, one should be text view name, sorry, text view name, and this one should be text view des description. This one should be mgview normal image, whatever you could name it. Just know how to access to this object. So now I have the ticket. Okay, this is my ticket should be. Now what I will do the next video, just try to fold this ticket inside this list view, just call it continue. But the steps is really clear. When you want to use list view, first of all add your list view, second design the ticket, then create a class, match these tickets. So that's mean you have to go here in the classes and you create a new class and you name this class not Java, sorry, you have to go back and select Kotlin and name this class animal in this way. Okay, this is because animal class, you say, hey, I have a class and this class should be named animal, and this class have constructor, will take 3 parameters. First of all, the name of the animal should be string, okay, to take the description should be also string, and also take the image, you're supposed to be integer because the ID for the image. So these 3 parameters have to be defined already here, so you have to have already variable for the name supposed to be a string, okay, and expect to have a null value, and you give it null as initial, hopefully, yes. Then you do same thing for both, null for des, and for the image, and this one should be integer, okay, and just initialize this object. This dot name will be equal to name, okay. You say then boom, this dot des equal des, this dot image equal image, and boom, you all set. So the steps is really clear. First of all, whenever you want to use ListView, you will design the ListView. Just add the ListView. Second thing, you design the ticket that you want to supply this ticket in the ListView. Then whatever object you have here, I have 3 objects. I will create a class for these 3 objects, name, description, image, and I create constructor for them. We'll go to the next video and try to fill this element with value. So here we done. See you next. Again, in the previous video, we did design for the ListView, we just added, then we designed the ticket that we want to show it, and also we create the class for the animal. What I will do in this video, I just show the animals in the ListView. So to show the animals in the ListView, first of all, you have to have a list of the animals. So what I will do, just go to the main class here and try to define my list of the animals. I say, hey, I have variable list of animals, okay. This one should be in a hopefully the spelling was right. So a variable list of animals, I should suppose this one should be array list, okay. Array list of what? Array list of animals, because I have animal class, so I have array list of animal, okay. And boom, I will start add elements. So first step, what I will do here I will load animals, okay, animals, whatever, animals, whatever, should be animals right in this way. I wrote it in the wrong way, okay, sorry for that. Spelling, misspelling, I'm sure this one is wrong. So load list of animals. First, how to load it? Okay, it's ListView, so just say, hey, dot add, I want to add animal inside it, and the animal, he asks for 3 things for every animal. First of all, the name of animal. Let me suppose first animal that I will add, it should be the baboon. So I say, hey, the first animal, the name is baboon in this way, and what the description, whatever you want to tell about this baboon. Like for example, baboon lives in whatever. Say, hey, baboon lives in whatever place that you would like. The third thing, the image. So what the image for the baboon? If you see it, this one baboon, so I say should be r dot drawable dot baboon, because I want to read it from the drawable, from this one, for the r dot drawable dot baboon. If you don't like it in multi-line, in one line, do it multi-line. So this is for baboon, r dot drawable dot baboon. He will take the ID and he will save it here as an ID of the object. I will continue and do for all the other animals that I have them, which should be 6, I think. So second, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the second one, let's suppose the second one I have here, this one, whatever, bulldog. So bulldog, whatever, just I will say, hey, this one, bulldog, just change first character to capital. You could do whatever you would like. So the third one should be panda. This one panda. So panda, just copy this name, first character capital, and bomb, lives in whatever. Other one is Sulen bird, this type of the bird. Say Sulen birds, S capital, lives in whatever you would like to show. Next should be white tiger, so whatever, just name it tiger hair. Then you just make sure everything capitalizes. So the last one should be zebra, so say hey zebra, okay, the zebra in this way, and make sure first one is boom zebra. So first of all, what we did is just loading the list of animals. We just load them. Second thing, what I will do, I will design the class or the adapter for my data. So how I would design adapter? The adapter already bolted in. You just create an instance from the adapter and you will be all set. So what I will do is I say, hey, I have a class, and this class I will name it animals adapter. Should be instance of base adapter. Base adapter is the adapter that is the adapter for the ListView. So whenever you want to design something for ListView, you want to add data inside ListView, you have to inherit the class which is base adapter. If you see he give you error when you click on it, say hey, what you need? Okay, I don't want this one, just click on this one. He may also will give you error. He say hey, you need to implement some methods. Click on them, click first one, shift, last one. Okay, he will add all these methods. So what I'm interested in is this method and this method. Get count, like how many elements you want to display in this list animal. So to do that, I say hey, first of all let me define my constructor, and I will suppose in the constructor I will get type of a list animals, like array list of animals. So how I do that? Okay, the procedure really easy. Say okay, I will get list of animals, which instance of a list of animals, and boom, you will be all set. Don't forget this one, you need to do also, this is base adapter, you need to call the super also for the constructor for the main class. So just make sure to mention that one. So this one should be instance of that class. Boom, you should be all set. Now you have to define list of animals as instance here for you, like here in your class you have to define it. So just make sure you define it in this way, and make sure give it as a variable. Okay, and this one should be instance, not this way, should be equal, and you say hey, this list animal, say this dot this one will be equal to this. So whatever people send to me, whatever people want to get an instance for me, I just get it here. That is mean. If someone here came and he say hey, I have variable, name it adapter, which is instance adapter, which is instance of this class. Okay, for beginning it doesn't have anything now, just instance from that class. Then just wait a second, I just defined as a null, so make sure add this one after it. So when he come here after he define it, he say hey, this instance that I defined as a null, I want to get instance for it, which is this one adapter, sorry, the adapter should be instance of animal adapter. So here he will ask me about what you want to send me. I say hey, send him this list. Okay, what I did at the beginning, I just define adapter, which is instance of animal adapter. Then I just initialize it here. When I initialized, I send him the list of the element I want to display them, which is this array. This is, so when he get this array, he will set it to his local array. Now when he come here to this method, just remove to do from it. No, this method, sorry, this method. We'll go back to that method. So this method should return for us what? Return the size of the size of the list view. What that mean? That mean how many elements I have in the list view. If I have in the list view 2 elements, this one will return for me 2. That is mean this method will get called 2 times. If this one have 5, this method will get called 5 times. Okay, So these two methods I'm not interested in, like get element by ID, you just give him ID and he give you that element. We are not interested to work with these two methods. So for get element by ID, I could say, hey, return whatever the name of the instance here. If it name it p0, give it okay, p0 dot too long. Okay, because I'm not interested in this method else. Never. Whatever the name of this instance, you have it here. Also, this method, he just asked me about getting the item. Also, we will never use it. But okay, if he sends you index 0, you will return the item that lives in the index 0. You just say, hey, whatever you have, array this in p0. As I told you, maybe here, later on, they will change it to index. So make sure change this one to index. But for now, it is in demo, they use p0. So keep it p0. As I told you, we will never use these two methods, but you have to pass them, otherwise you will have a problem. We are interested only in this method, that when I say, hey, I have 10 elements, so if this one returns to me 10, that means this method will be called 10 times. This is important part for me. So when this called 10 times, I have to start thinking about what I have to do when this one gets called for 10 times. Okay, let's just start. How many elements I have here? 6. Is that right? That means this one will return for me 6. That means this method will get called 6 times. First time he will be called with specific index, which is, for example, this one, p0, index 0. You have to get the first element that lives here, which is this element, and you just get this ticket. You add that element in this ticket, then you add this element inside this ListView. This is the process you have to follow. So how we do that? Okay, I will do it in this way. First of all, let me bring the element. I say, hey, variable, or you say val, name it animal. Okay, this animal will be whatever the item I have it. So whatever in the ListView. Okay, list of animals, whatever you have in p0. As I told you, don't care about p0. Later on, maybe change it to index, whatever the name here. If it's p0, make sure you call it as a p0. If it's index, call it here as index. If it is raw possession, maybe I'm sure they will change it later on to possession. If it's possession, just make sure you call here possession. Okay, whatever the name you have it there. I have p0, call it p0. So now I'm getting the element. So that's mean. This one will, if it's 6, first time this one will have index 0, then index 1, index 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us start for the first one. If you give me index 0, what I have to do? Okay, now I have the object. That means I have the name of the animal, the description, and the drawable. What I want to do is just display it in this ticket. Well, the name of ticket, animal ticket. Okay, I will do this. First of all, I will do variable, name it my view, will be equal instance from what? From the layout inflator. So you say, hey, layout inflator, well, layout inflator dot inflate. Then you say r dot layout dot the name of the activity. What the name of the activity? Name it animal ticket. Then the second parameter you send to him now. Okay, what this code do for you? What this code do for you is, hey, say, hey, I have this ticket, which is this one, animal ticket. I want to work with this animal ticket in my code. So what you did, you say in this way. So okay, layout inflator dot inflate, the way how this code work is just go and try to get this ticket and convert it to the code so you could use it, or convert to the object you could use it. So now this my view will be able to access to any element that lives inside this one. So for example, you say my view dot whatever the name of the object. What the name of the object that inside it? It is text view name. Do you remember you give it text view name dot text? Is that right? Yes, because if you see here we have object name it name, which is text view name dot text. Text view name. This is text view description. This mg view animal image. So by having this view, you say okay, text. What the text you want to show? Okay, whatever this animal dot name. Okay, whatever the name of this animal. Okay, well, the second thing, my view dot text view dot description. What you want to give it? Dot text. You say okay, I want to give it whatever the animal have dot description. Cool. The last cool part is the image. So you say okay, dot img view animal image dot image mgview dot image. Oh, mgview animal dot, I want to set resource image, or say set, hopefully it will work, dot, I want to set the image for this object. Okay, there is many way, but say there is a basic one. You say dot set image from resource. I don't know if they just update this one or not. You say, hey, dot set image view from resource, and you give it the resource that you want to set him. What the resource will be whatever you have it, animal dot image. Okay, I just say, hey, I have three objects. I have object, which is my view. I have name, and I have description, and I have image. Okay, bring the name, whatever you have in this object, add it here in the text. Whatever you have it in description, whatever you have it in the list. You done. His one expect to return a view for him. Okay, just say, hey, return my view, and boom, you done. So now what will happen if this one return for you 6? Okay, if return 6, this one will get called 6 times. When this one p0, he will bring the object for p0, he will call that ticket, he will fill that ticket with the data, he will return it or display it inside ListView. Then when this one call 1, this one will be 1, he will bring the ticket, fill it with the data, display it for 1. He will continue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he done. So now I think everything is done. Just one last part. I want to connect this object with adapter that I have it already with what? With this ListView. So then I will be all set. The ListView, name it what? ListView ticket. Okay, the process is really easy. Just go here and say, hey, ListView dot adapter will be equal to this adapter. See how much the process is easy? It is straightforward. First of all, you define array. Second, you full array with the data. Third, you define instance from a base adapter. Then you define these methods. The important part for us, this one, you just return the number of objects. Then for every object, you call the ticket, follow the data, return it. When you're done, just assign a get instance from the adapter, pass the data, assign it, and boom, you will be all set. So now if I just run it, hopefully it will work. And now you see this error. You say, hey, why this error? This is the ID error. This is not normal error. Problem happen because he need to do some work. So first of all, I have to pass the context here. So I say, hey, I have context. Here should be instance of context. Okay. And this one, I also have to have this instance here defined. So I have variable instance of context should be null. Okay. This context, when be called here, should be this dot context equal context. And now I could work with this one. First of all, I have to pass something here like this as a first instance. So when this come, this will be as a context. So now I could use the context here. So to work with the context, first of all, you say, hey, I have to define inflator. Okay, inflator will be equal to, they change a lot, like you say context dot get layout, whatever, this one get system service, say get system service, and you give it name context dot layout inflator service, and bam, that inflator, say inflator dot inflate should be, and this one should be casted to the as layout inflator should be layout inflator. Okay, then I think I have to read, make sure all these values readable, so in this way. So yes, now I think if you run it again, you should be okay. Here we go. After a while, yes, he load and everything is fine. I see everything in the way that I expect, like all animals picture, name, and all the things that I expected. So don't care about this one. This is just simple problem that we said. It has to be accept layout inflator only, and you will be okay. But because the beta version, so I have to define inflator. It is type from system service. to get access to the layout inflator, then I say layout inflator dot inflate. It has to be before you just say, hey, layout inflator this way dot inflate, and you'll be all set. But now, boom, then just layout inflator in a small letter. Yeah, it happened. This problem happened a lot. So in the future, you don't need to add that things. Just layout inflator and you'll be okay. So yes, here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next. Hey again. Maybe you want to show the list of animal in different way. You want to show the animal who is the color animal as the red box around it, while the normal animal you show it as a normal animal, it's not danger. So first of all, to do this, you have to go here and define new properties. Name it what? Name it is color. So is the animal color or not? And this one should be boolean, okay? And by default should be false. So is not color. So what we would say, you would say, okay, is color would be coming as input as a boolean, and this dot is color equal to is color, whatever coming. Maybe you don't like it by default false. You could give it null. That is totally fine. You just give it, hey, by default I want it to be null. I don't know what's the type of this animal. That's fine. Now when we go to the implementation part, which is this part, when I create list of the animal, first of all, is the baboon color? It's no, say false. Is the blue dog color? False. Is the panda color? We would say false. Bird color? No, false. Is the tiger color? True, yes, it's color. Is the zebra color? It is false. You could say panda also, it's color, just to show more on the list. So 2 colors, 2 normal. So I have the list ready. Now did you see this is the ticket that I showed for the animals? I want to get a new ticket from this one. So just let me get a new ticket, okay? And I name it animal not or animal color ticket, okay, in this way. Yes, what I will do, I will just go here to the not color, Control A, Control C, and copy all the code here in the new ticket. But this one I want the round box will be not red, I want it to be white and red. So if you see here in the drawable, I have this background. I want to get a new one, okay. So I say background for color. You could do it background underscore color small because you don't accept the capital letter. Go to the normal background and copy all the code, add it here, and you could say here, you could define anything like, I think we could say the stroke, you give it a color, you could give it this color, and you could specify width, like for example 5 pt if you would like. If you see it 5 too much, make it 2 pt, and just around box. See just what I did around it. Just stroke mean whatever you want to on the around. So if you just go to this one, which is color ticket, so if you see here I am loading background, no, here I'm loading background color, which is a little bit different in the normal from the normal background, which is fine. Now what I want to do is this. Here in the loading part, I want to load ticket if the animal is color different from the one is not color. So if you see here animal, I say, hey, if the animal dot is color, which equal true, that means this is animal's color, I will load specific ticket. Otherwise, I will load this ticket. Okay? So I say if, let me just add this between 2 brackets. That means is the animal is color, do this, or not do this. So the normal way I'm calling this one. But in the if statement, if it's the color, I would call different ticket, which is animal color ticket. Okay? That is. You say, hey, if the animal is color, load that ticket. If the animal is not color, load this ticket. So you could manage it in this way. So when he come and see in the list the animal is color, he will load the not doesn't have red one. If he check when he load, he see it is the color, he load the other one. So what I want to tell you in this point, you could load tickets as much as you want, as any tab you want. You could add thousands of tickets with different design. I could load them. If you see here, I'm loading two different tickets, one for the color and one for the not color, and it should work fine without any problem. So just loading. So you could load whatever. I say, hey, load the animal color. Here we'll do the normal animal, and he will be able to do that really easy. If you see, when it's a normal animal, he loaded. When the animal be color, he load in this way ticket. So try to design different ticket and try to display them in the UI and see how they appear. So here we're done. Thank you for watching. See you next. Hey again. What I want to do in this video, I want to do this. I want when someone click on the animal, he will go to the next activity and will show me details about this animal in different way. So what I will do is this: going here in the layout and create a new layout. So and then I go new, then I say empty activity, okay, and I name it details, whatever you could name it like animal. You could name it animal info about the animal. Then you say next, then boom, he create this activity for you without any problem. So the second activity, you see the second activity lives in different place. You know why? Because I need to move it here, the naming, because I give it different name for the animal. So you see for the package name, so I had this problem. So yes, now what I want to do is this: when someone click on the first activity, any animal in the first activity, go to the next activity and select the details. So where's the next activity should be animal info. So on the animal info, what I want to show here, I want to show picture for the animal. So look for MGView, okay. Just I will show you how to pass the information for the ticket and other. So just add it. You could select the bob one here. Okay. You could increase the size for it if you would like. Boom. Yes. And here and here and there. So a little bit. Okay. You display the name for the animal. So text field, the name here, and you may want to connect for both sides, and we will talk about the sizing things. I will do it seconds after I add the third one, and the third one should be the details plain text for the, not this one, okay, this one for show the details. Also connect this part. I don't care about how much in this way, but I care about this one to be here connected. Sorry, this one should be connected in this one. Boom. Go back to the layout design. Let me see what we could do here. This one have to be, let me just go back and see what the text size. Let me say 25p, which is fine, but I think the size wasn't okay, so I just play with that size. Let me change it to the wrap content. Wrap content mean whatever I have it as a wrap content, so it's fine. So let me just go and name it this one. I name it Babon in this way. Just texting, nothing important. Here the details. I would prefer to go to the complete part. Here is it, and say, hey, this one should use this way, not fix it this way, so it be full the screen. So you will see name, some details, and this is what you have to see. So name, you can name it, hey, MGView animal image, and should be loaded. Yes, this be text view name for the animal. Yes, and this one should be text view description, text view VES. Yes, so just second activity. Okay, now what I want to do is this: someone have app, he click on the animal, he go to the second page, see the details about the animal. That means I have two pages. First page is with this one. When someone click on the animal, I go to the second page and display details about that animal. So what I will do this, if you see, I have image. I want to, when someone click on the image, this image. Let me talk about this part, then we will do the second part. So going back here, what I have here, MGView. Okay, MGView have events. Okay, I could say MGView dot set listen for the event, set on a click listener, listen or the whatever people click. So set on a click listener. Okay, The inter-process communication in Android for the activities and services and broadcast receive use something named intent. So what you will do is say, hey, I want to go to this activity. You lead your intent with the information, then you go to the second activity. So you say val intent will be equal instance of intent. The intent take two parameters. The first parameter, this activity. For here I have it as a context. The second thing, which activity I want to go. I want to go to the second activity, which is animal info. You say, hey, animal info, this one, you add colon, then you say class Java. That's me, hey, I want to go from this activity to the second activity, which is animal. Okay, now I decide to go. What I have to add inside it? You say, hey, put extra. The information that you want to put it. What do you need to put? The name of the animal? Okay, you could pass it whatever you have as the animal dot name. What more? You could pass all the information. I need to pass more information, which is intent dot put extra. I want to pass the DES, the description should be animal dot DES. Is that right? Yes. Well, the third one, and the intent that you want to pass it, you say, hey, intent dot put extra. I need to pass the image. So you say image, okay? And the image should be animal in this way, animal dot image. So three information you want to pass them. Then you say, hey, start activity. In this way, why he do it in this line? Do it in this line. You say, hey, you are here. You say start, then activity in this way. Okay, start act. Pop in this way is start activity. Then you give it the activity intent. Bam, you're done. So this is the way how you communicate between the activities. You have this activity and you want to go to this activity. What you will do, first of all, say, hey, I want to go from this activity to that activity. I want to pass this information, which is name, description, image. Then I say, hey, start activity. He will directly understand. He will go to second activity. Same thing, you will do it for this one also. Just copy it and paste it here. So you will understand too. He will go to that one. Make sure these have to be read. So in all the places, here and here and here. So here you cannot write start activity alone. You need to mention the word context before it. So make sure you say, hey, context dot start activity. Here context dot start activity, because start activity is part from the form activity. Make sure also these two signs after them. So because you cannot do it inside this class. So yes, I'm going to that activity, passing this information. Now that activity is really easy to be able to read this information to do whatever I want him to do with that information. So how we will be able to read these data? Okay, totally fine. Go here. When this one receives the information, what he will receive? Okay, you have here, he will receive the information as a bundle. So you say, hey, val b will be instance of the bundle. So it will be equal to instance of bundle, which is get intent dot extra. Okay, that's mean, hey, someone send me data from this activity to this activity. I will get all the data that I have, and I pass it in the variable name it bundle. I could name it in this way, bundle. Now this bundle will have all the data. Which one of the data he will have is the ID of the image, all the information. So let's suppose you need to get the name of the image. You say, okay, get me from the bundle, get string. Okay, get string, and give it the key name. So what the key name? String in this way. What the key name? The key name is whatever you passed here. What I passed here for the name, I just passed as a name. So just get it here. Now the name will have the information about the name. Let me define another variable for DES, description. You say, okay, whatever it passed in the bundle dot get string. Okay, string. Whatever you have in description, DES. So what this mean is this one. That is good. So here, description. The last part is the image. So I say, hey, in the image, I want you to give me whatever you have in bundle dot get integer. Why get integer here? Because the image will be passed as an integer number. So I say, okay, get integer. He will get the integer. So what's the name of the image? Name it image. So here you go, getting image, and bam, he will have the information. See, This is how the way that interprocess communicated. You just define your intent, you pass the data inside that intent, start the activity. Second activity will read whatever you have data, get everything. If it's string, string. If it's integer, and bam, he done. Now he just want to show, okay, what he have. He have mgview animal image dot set resource image, I think. Set image from resource, whatever, set image resource. He will require the image, whatever the image you have it. Well, the second one, text view name dot text, equal whatever you have in the name, and text view name, and you have text view des dot text will be equal to des, and bam, he done. It should be everything fine. So now when I run it, hopefully I will not have any problem. I will be able to go from one activity to another, passing information, and the second activity who will read that information and pass it to the UI of the second activity, because second activity also have a UI. So this is the way how we communicate between activity and another, and this is the way how to access to any object in the list view. When I say, hey, this is list view item, think about it, just any item in the UI, just access to the event of that item or whatever. So hopefully now I could go to the Bob one, see here is the Bob one name, image details, click back, see I click this one name, image details, see is it? This is the color one, he name, image details. So see how he passed the information? So that's what I want to teach you in this video. So I want you to understand how to work with this part, how to pass information. So any object here, it have event and have method, and you could access to any event and any method for that object. So one final thing before I go, the name of the application, I want to change it. I don't like it named startup. To change the name of the application, you have to go to the string file and the values and change it this one. Name it Zoo App. So should show up now here as a Zoo App. So yes, here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next. Hey and welcome. In this video I want to talk about delete and add in the list view. So let me start with delete. I want when you click on anyone you delete it. I don't want to go to the second activity. It's just practice, it's not part of from the app. So because the practice, so what I want to do, I want just change this code for when someone click on the image to I don't want this code to run, and also this code I don't want it to run. So because this is, I need them later on. So wait a second, I want need when someone click on the image, I want to delete the object. Okay, you have the index for the object, but you cannot delete it from this one because this one is just part of from the adapter. The real one you have to delete it from this one. So let you define a function here, okay, name it delete, when small delete, okay, and this one receive the index is supposed to be integer. So you give it the index and he will delete it. From where you have deleted? You have deleted from this list. So you say, okay, this list dot delete, okay, or remove at. So he will remove the object with the specific index that you wanted. When you want to delete, when you delete it, how the list view, now you delete this element and remove it. The list view cannot know from only this line. You have to say it for the adapter, you have it here. You have to say hey, adapter dot notify dataset change. This is really important. Don't do this part. Don't take these two lines and add them here, because you are reload all the data again, which is, if you have too many data, you'll have a problem. So the better thing is just say, hey, adapter, make sure these two colon dot notify dataset change, and bam, you're done. I'm using these two column because here I defined it as a null. You could just do whatever you would like. Just say this is null and then what in the way that you would like. So when I say notify dataset change, what will happen? He will go and check which element is removed in the adapter. He will take it off from the adapter and he will tell the list view, hey, that element you have to remove it. The list view will remove that element instead of reloading all the data. So now what I will do, just I have delete method. What I will do, just call this method from here. Say, hey, delete, then send it the element that you want to delete it. What element? The P0, is that right? Because P0 will have index. But this one cannot access to the event outside of it, because you know this class is not inner class. So to access something outside it, you have to be inner, so he would be able to call delete. P0, as I told you, should be position later on, but P0, and that is. Do same process for this one, and let we run and see, will he be able to delete it? Yes, for sure he will be able, because when you click on the image, he will take the index and he go here. This one will get the index removed from the list. Then he will notify the dataset, hey, this element need to be removed, and bam, he will remove it from the dataset and you will be all set. So as I told you, this is just a practice. It's not part from the app, just helping you to understand how to do delete and add. So later on when you go to Twitter app, you'll understand how we did it read. So I have to delete, you have to remove it. See how we remove it? So you click this one, he remove it. Whatever element you click on it, he will remove it directly without any problem. So this is delete things. What about add? Same process. Let me suppose I have something named add. I don't have picture for the animal to add. So what I will do is this. Whatever animal you click on it, I will duplicate it. So to duplicate the element, I have to have the index for that animal. Okay. Should be integer. Okay. And what I will do is this. Okay, I want to add in the list view element, so list of animals dot add. What I will add whatever the list of animals for the index. So whatever the index you send me, I will add it. Just repeat the animal. Send me 0, I will take 0 and add it in the list view. Also make sure call notify dataset change after add. So he will notify the dataset. So now instead delete here, change it to add, and change this one to add, and let me see when you click on anyone, will he be able to add the element? For sure he will be able. Why? Because when you click on the element, he call add, what he will do is just get the real element you have in the screen, add it in the list view, notify dataset, say hey, there is element is added, okay, add that element in that position, and boom, he will be all set. So let me see how it's going. So now if I click on this one, you have to duplicate it. He duplicated it, but you have to see it, you have to go to the end, because he added in the end. I didn't add it in specific position. So now see, the end of the list is nothing. If I click on this one, you have to add that one in the end. Click again on this one, he repeated. So which one you want to repeat? This one? Click on it, go to the end, you have to see it. Now you say, okay, I don't like it to be in the end, I want to add it in specific position. Okay, you still have add, you could give it index that you want to show it. I want to add it in this index, and bump, you should be all set. So now when I click run, he should add it not in the end, and whatever the place of the animal you have it, so you will see directly the update. So yes, this what I want to show you in this video. Hopefully everything was clear for you and you enjoyed with the application. Now if I click on this one, see he repeated, click this one, he repeated. Which one you click, repeated. And yes, this is all the code that I want to share with you. As I told you, this is not part from the app, this is just a practice. So what I will do, just remove it and return to my app. So here we done, thank you for watching, see you next. Hey and welcome. When you develop application for Android, it will work fine on your emulator, but when you push it on the store, you'll see it work on some device and will not work on other. Which is totally normal, because if you have image with size 200 by 200 and you try to push this image on device with an x5, it will work fine because the memory size is big enough to hold all the information when in the cache when you load this image. But when you see it in the store, you'll see maybe other devices will not be able to load that images. So you'll see your application will working fine on some devices and it will fail on other devices. Because if you go to other devices from Samsung, they will not be able to load big images because their memory size. For that reason, Android, if you go to the Android developer website, which is this website, support multi-screens, you will see, he asks you here to have different size from every image. So every image you have in your project, you have to have different size for that image. How to do that? Really easy. If you go here to GitHub, this is a good tool to use. Name it Final Android Resizer. Just click on download, and it is just keep it. It is just JR file. So this is one Final Android Resizer. Bam, he asked me about something about developer. It happens only on Mac machine. So on Mac machine, you go to the settings, you go to the security, privacy and security, and try to open anyway open. He will ask you for the password, maybe if you are first time. If you're not, it will be okay. So yes, this is tools, open it, and here I am. So what I want to do, okay, going back to this folder, I have in Android, I have assets, I have list of the zoo images. I want to get different size from these images. What I will do, I will get folder, I name it support different size, okay, different size. And what I will do, just drag all these images, drop them here, okay. Then he asked me to add destination first. Okay, first select the destination. My destination should be in desktop, Kotlin, Android, assets, then zoo app, then this folder, choose it. Now what I will do, okay, he now which folder you have to go. If you see here, he asks, he will do different size, LDPI, MDPI. What happened here? LDPI, MDPI, HDPI, XX, all these sizes. So you will see it. Here is it. The output will be XX HDPI folder. So whatever. So what I would select, what he selected here, select which folder I want to do. This is for mid-map and this is for drawable. I'm mostly working with the drawable, so I can select the drawable one. So I could work fine with them. So just I select drawable. I have different sizes that he told me. I don't want to support TV. I want to support LD, MD, HD, XHD, XXXXX, all these sizes, which they are mentioned here. Okay, and I want them in the folder drawable. Okay, fine. Just copy these images, bump, drag them. It will take some time processing. Game process done. If you just go back here, you see here you have different size for the images. So now you get different size for drawable. HDPI, drawable, LDPI, MDPI, and all these sizes. If you just open any one of these, you will see, oh, I opened all these images, all these folders one times. So now if you see, if you just go drawable HDPI, these images will be sized to HDPI. So if you open the preview, you would see the size of this image. With like adjust size, you will see the size like 50-50. If you just go to the other one, you will see the size is different because he tried to give you different size for every image size. Like going here, it's really easy to see it here, the size of images like 120, 100 pixel, 160, 240, and he take care of all these parts for you. So now you have the images, just drag and drop them in the application and boom, you will be fine. So what I will do, just go to Android Studio. The best solution is go to Android Studio, remove what you have previously from these images. Okay, hopefully I did not did any bug here because he's still using clear your project because he maybe have problem with these. See, he still have problem because he believe the image is there. So just uncopy these images that you have. There's a different way to copy these images. The easiest way, just go to the image that you have it, which is name it Kotlin, Android. Where is it? Assets. I have zoo app. Okay, and I have these images. Just this is the resource drawable. Just copy all these. Okay, and go back to the project. Well, the project name. The project name is food app, I think. Bum. Hopefully the project is zoo app. Startup, build app, resource, main, resources. This one. If you see, he just have different sizes for whatever drawable. He don't have different sizes. He just have only this one. You could just copy these and boom, you'll be okay. And now you have different sizes of a drawable, and this is the main drawable one that you don't care about. So now what I will do is just try to do synchronize. Hopefully he will be able to do it all the folders for me. So now if you just go to drawable, see, he just was able to do it all the folders. Now you see I have different size of images. I have images for Babon, for HD, LD, MD, XHD, all these sizes. I have for this one different sizes. So in every screen, like if it's small devices, you will see it in this size. If it is very big, you will see it in this size. So he tried to show different devices with different size, which is amazing feature. So yes, this is what I want to show you here. So hopefully everything was clear, and we are okay, and we are good to go. And make sure always when you add images in your project, make sure to support different devices to avoid any problem issues. So yeah, are we done? And thank you for watching.